through CTN, we were able to send a good number of posts to NPSC or be it NSSB. See, Mando Kwanishina yet this Mala's way of working like too straightforward. So we don't go for court case also because if we go for court case, since we're fighting against the government, the possibility of losing is very high. Yedi Kohima town ande no Dimapur ande thagan likha purani botase to tandu ite to bujhe so to maybe in the next coming election na manondo ini wedu to week with hide ek dim week with hide manon next time election day ahile candidate khan ahisubile muila gor mano muila khanda manu muila busti manu tu nasawe go modu tu kulimon tai ahile tu vote mangibile ahile you ask tai ki hutibi apni moi gade ki korido
ni period has equal right as you as me na mon busti manu bi same as no busti de ama ekta khang bukhina kiti rai thaga do equally apni na she is also equally a Naga with equal right as you me or anybody on the top
ilabat pra ha time de na puri time de example Guwahati punchule se to moi Guwahati punchule time de puisa do ni short te che so na no hardly train ticket kini upar je to Dimap tade Guwahati wa aro Dimapur la train lule se to I was so worried okay because ticket la dam do kiman ase wi na jane
apne nitia 147 to sapha hoise gole do what is the next step government la next step to ki grow like the proper channel to ki ase
actually coalition they will have their own excuse but to our understanding it those posts which are mane 2016 pichide gushie gando itu la bus NPSC pathaw lage
Hello viewers, aji moilo da hina se engineer Meshenlo Kath. Engineer Meshenlo Kath to former candidate 9 Kohima town. Orotai chairman of the public grievances department as well as research department of the NPCC, and he's an engineer, electrical engineer by qualification, as well as convener CTAN Combined Technical Association of Nagaland, and then former spokesperson of RSZ Meshenlo. So welcome to our podcast.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
What inspired you to take up issues that issue to pulawi thage ama na thangala noe iman backdoor appointment alag department ni bishi thage na ise libi apni ora this time take up kura this time ba na age rabe apni issue take up koi thaise holi this time la impact ni sina amni idu issues society de evil thaga societal evil thaga apni issue tha do what inspired you
first time सबसे first to I want to say thank you to the Naga people for being so supportive in fighting against corruption.
Yes.
This time Nishna so manola support na example paper de writing the hiliwi aru kumba materials kan man purchase kura time de khawle la saman gan noli financially help kura ito sob kane thank you kolum mane se sobse first na aru motivation ini kila kona maybe naturally tiny jor inahi hujesho mane pula time dido moi kumba ala khandi already kudishe moi mula aim in life ina babana the first to say example like purina khatam hoina ahio kwanishna job paina annual 10 cholo ina la babana thaiji huli actually when after khatam hoa biside ahina saru Nagaland la situation bishi bia thagiso aro ini coincidence na kina sina man electrical la meeting ekta thakije to time de ma movie as an aspirant jaise to tari buhe tumde there was always a question in my mind na kile post na hola kile advertisement na hola na to baba ma do puri goy holi post hi na hola na kudi ki da de exam dio to iniga vina asti it took so many years bishi sal lagi to sub system do bujo pargole na first do RTA likhiche reply paje bar ravina na buje do ki se le asti buji jawa kwanishna 2013 ba aji talk to ini asti alop hulibi corruption to fight kurina ahiu pare je aro ini manuangi terminate kuri dia kan example to hambi kumba handu sai sob manu to bavana biya na thage to na tangi na terminate kuri they study hard because they know that is wrong na backdoor de gushi to biya je guna ta puri gina ta handu kya is dio ji han huina so ina manu bi so sob manu to tai backdoor de gushi thage je tagi olai di biya pa ina bi no to not everybody is like that to ini kina ko apni hudi se mane moi ku jo inspiration pa je na la ro huli ko nisna ina inspiration pa je na itu exactly answer ko na probably I don't know how but the system itya man Nagaland la system rahi mugi niga banai di ni ina he babe
system he nya thagi je to tu bi morally conscious apni la bitor de what is right what is wrong go jani ja ito rahe apni you stood up sidda rasta ekta nimle khara kori dia itu kuro goina to ku plan to thaga na CTAN na noi tapre tamne to okay so inia kurigina ja the fight public law the small pressure group kan no the fight no hina to stand up against government itu oppositionless government ekta ge against so do they're saying education minister but I higher education ko ase holibi I think out of 147 everybody shared hayona nijo la candidate to almost thakule ase na almost and khali I don't think education higher education minister taikla bara do no to fight against inia kurina jado family and kito do kuna ko like stop kuri chari dibi I to apni image biya ho ase no holibi do pressure aya ase inia have you ever faced in a situation face kuri se
see because of the moi tia activism kutha kuri activism la aji talk to activism la kuri na ase to many a times bishi time de mola family kan mola relatives kan bi mogina buji jai amoge support na kuri jai honestly saying
yes
aro mola baba ambi apni whole life ina kuri thangina apni la future ki kuru na ina koi huli ko nishna ki ko see all this I want to thank God also for giving me the wisdom to think and give me the ideas how to fight this corruption no it ways aro huli kiwa ekta issue olaise jane ji letter azuguna ina to utu issue to solve na kure tok na huli na chwa tok to moi bi restless ekta hoja moi ina type ekta kile je na jene huli naturally na thage to at least this time though I was happy many a times ite moi na kure ni na first day khali electrical unemployed kan la president guje itu bichide CTN la whole la na so branch la kuri to itu time di apni na kuri thekna apni overage jo kam na pa jo na prefer to thake to honestly saying will about my relationship mom balvi thekna because of these things na but this time I'm happy mom protest ko tamne third din di do public to go na jao ko aro ko ni sina government to hisabi nai to I got angry I annoyingly mo scream because to mola baba mo text pathai na thagi mane mola baba la appreciation I should say first time because of what I do tai kusi apni pula de NPC interview ja tamne government etu job na pa ja do maybe solar planners nigi maybe through you he wants more of the Naga youth to get government job
beautiful
ina kwagane that only itu ekla moi khushi paru to this time first time mola baba magina appreciate kuje das to moi kalibi mola baba ke phone guna itu kushile he was laughing na only that's the reality because it was something very new in Nagaland I feel na mane letter asi janili sukubon guna manu sob
amala no amhang thane no
oi tumela issue no he tumela khang na hoi na la type to na
inia itu mentality thakawra ji itu stage ponjishe do na nohi jo gole do puila de 20-30 years back inia mentality thana thagi na ki holiwi were equally we are equal stakeholder. Itu bapna ekta thagise bole to I don't think iman tak to inega itu level there I don't know thagise nege. But coming back to your answer, itu lage to life te na no puisa to ka itu koi huli appreciation man gel morom gura na coming this thing coming from your father conservative manu hobo like tala age to exam khan dibo lage average ho so normal just no regular naga parents nisina holi bi apni ke I appreciate kori dia to mi so tai bi dikhi lishu na so I think ekdom khushi ase to apni la bawa ina wase ko now to if your father is with you I don't think the study should man the kyo no ho ni like you're all in which should ina wase ko na takot ayu extra ina ase bole
because we all look up to our father nurse
CTAN Uncle Nikitu Iralu said very rightly, you are being very modest. Abni man humility or abni do mo yakwase holiwe. He told me on the podcast, you spark a fire. Much as July this do, and it's going to be a wildfire now because public dikishido. We have the right. We are not utilizing it. Mon na cholai. Mon a right to say for mon a right to fight kuro paroli do. It's already enshrined constitution de mohan na. To service rules se wese golibi apne andu outside the book protest kore no do book tiki ase itu unbased kore na kore ase to like he said you have spark a fire you and your movement and NNQF as well to ido type one isina I think this movement kali city and when I think other department kan de wese golibi inia take up kore na jaise gole do I think mon ene 100% suppose to know I think deserving candidate can do fair chance to paune gina kumbana. What do you say? If this this your kind of movement dusra department kan de wisho bolivi in holivi ne ine online show do I think helpful hona lakine hamle do.
Yeah. Conditional mando full CTN form holo 2016 takjina.
Yes.
So earlier do the association around 8-9 takji together khule to namgan CTN khule to uli asti chado numbers to I think it has reached 14 associations to mando kwanjina pula divi kore huli we are thankful to the media also this time bishi support kore na to pula vi kore huli it does not come out in the paper, it does not come out in the digital platform.
Yes.
But we keep on doing what we have been doing na.
Yes.
So tadewa ni man dikhiu paredo through CTN we were able to send a good number of posts to NPSC or be it NSSB aro back in 2022 CTN la conference big that we had all the data how many posts because of the pressure was being sent to NPSC all those be and since the public this time the public the sub aware more people are coming with more issue to us.
Okay.
And be ekta department de kurina chadile do partiality ho ro na to health aro mind thik thakisu bulu do man we will continue kiman transparency anibo paro kiman at least hoy 100% ki job to diuli na paro holi moi ko do fear means per kule itya bi vacancies to bishes do Nagaland department de will we contract te gushi jao ad hoc te gushi jao casual te gushi jao fixed te gushi jao alag term cholai na ni itu huaga ni time de NPSC na bunche and also babile do itu contract kan fix han kurule matlab hi nai also do time de NPSC de pathaile na because moi super kudi je uli NPSC rule de likhina so judi moi next year aji la din de retire hule zule moi la post to moi la department ba aji NPSC de pathai do lage do 12 months age de retire no age pathaw lage to itu bar follow kuji gule do kwanisna lack of manpower do chance nai only kwanisna contract kushe do extend that goes on na to really we are trying our best to deal with other departments also. Just that man documents can rukhe nice. And for us, we not for publicity, not for anything. This is what we have been doing, Duna, and we're happy that Naga people recognize us this time. It was.
উচাছে আৰু এইটো আপুনি কোৱা নিচিনা আলাক ৰিজন কাৰণে নহয় হ'লেবি কি ৰাইট আছে এইটো কৰি থাকা কৰিবলৈ লাগা এইটো I would like to quote him again Uncle Nigato he অলপ তাই কোৱা নিচিনা মানুহ পাৰে কিবা একটা ঠিক নাই society-তে হ'লেবি I'm not the right person for that না I'm not the subject matter expert for that ইন্নিগা সব মানুহ ইন্নিগা থাকি জানিম দে ইস্যুটো আছে হ'লেবি ছদকমে নাচয় তো তুলা subject matter নহৈছে হ'লেবি issue wrong society wrong আছে বলে তো আপনি you may not be the most qualified person you may not be the smartest হ'লেবি China Korea তো itu that's the biggest thing time মুই তো কৈছে তো China কৰি দিয়া right wrong to right কৰি দিয়া তো you may not be the perfect also you কৰা নাই ওলা না হ'লেবি China Korea তো itu মন নদে তো থাকিব লাগে মানুহে বিশ্বাস কৰে না মুই না থাকিলে তাই উঠাই দিব নেকি তাই উঠাই দিব নেকি না মন society তো একজন বিশ্বাস কৰে না we have come 2025 পঞ্জিছে তো I think আপনি কোৱা তো I'm very sure আপনি তো behind the scene আপনি ভাবনা আলাগ থাকে না ইনিয়া নহয় না আপনি just morally আপনি la conscience de what's right আপনি তো কৰি দিয়া তো I think that deserve a lot of appreciation and then আপনি কোৱা নিচিনা public I think public to হৈছে বলে তো ইটো বাৰ নিচিনা voluntary হলাই না ইনা উঠিয়া তো I think একদম ইটো impact ডাঙৰ মানুহ ke social thanks to alternate social media channels out there itu han nimdibi manu sopi dikhi na itu this is not Meshenlo's fight itu amala bacha nimde amila nephew this engineer doctor puri thaga line puri thaga na amahan na generation nimde ase manu itu bujina olai dia do it's so beautiful na noe man sundar ase noe ninjo individual line na ukrea do
Hoy sabi ini pula moi jane to moi ya thaga duman agitation kuri na ha do power de krise PWD de krise forest de krise soil de krise aro forest department iton di kure do number of turnouts to 2030 thake do exam manon protest kuli bui lagi jay na with this time la do ekdom ani ki jane so la plan bi ase bola because our government has become so corrupted na to oi tu kane moi ni kwani china public bi itia to realize hoje that's what I feel
pion chukidar post to backdoor kuri dilibi okay na upai nai kurule so gole to voter hange khushi kurule so le to upai nai gole to ki kurido paro na honlibi aina academic phale government college lectures assistant professor kan school teacher kan graduate teacher kan ge backdoor lagai dia to itu effect hoise gole to 5 years kan noi to na minister to 5 year thake na olai jao holibi 40-50 years effect kuna jabo de to tai bi binia manu asule student ki shikawo to student bi spoil tala bacha bi spoil ho jabo to ina hole to domino effect nishina ho aso de to so I think public bi to understand do isine ge na this time no issue hole to because it was very like very peaceful bishi sundar proper professionally amnan conduct krise and then support holi bi public line alak organization support to okay only public individually or not I think that's one step closer to our goal a better society now how long do you think like man society man itia inia corruption thaga corruption in sense appointment phale employment phale government job phale so backdoor gan nepotism gan thaga do do you think one eradicate kuro paribo do you think inia movement apna nishina ita consistency vai na jese gole to do you think impossible to know hola like paribo nishina jen na amne the other departments
see mando konishina yet this my way of working like too straightforward so we don't go for court case also because if we go for court case since we're fighting against the government the possibility of losing is very high and plus man nishina do puisa nai kudi wo court case ko to man do representation likhiwo aro representation likhiwo memorandum diwo last to upai na thakle ultimatum dina we start to protest democracy they allow the man la right mangle itu hi kure man do aro hoi 100% do na parola because government I say they have all the good minds with them na higher officials can IAS can NCS can pal students can hi ta la under de kam kore so by using their brains ta la dimag chulai na policy kina ekta huli manu na bujela banai kina ta can benefit ko pare na ta la nijor la manu ye to 100% do na paro pare huli ko anisna I surely believe that there will be a time ekta time ho naga manu bi itu nepotism gan corruption gan komti ho especially employment side pale na komti ho ni ki itu hi bisa se no do man nishina CTN gan alag like minded group kan do exist na kuri ho if we think that corruption cannot be removed man la existence matlab hi nai do uli ekta time do ahula do hi bisa se
Now coming to your distinct candidate, your candidature, Kohima 9 Kohima town. How was your experience on the ground? On the ground, thanga ito lagi or apni bishi advocate kore. Don't sell your vote. Apni to election ahiwo naku agi or abi moi dikhi thage. Vote to bikiri naku lage. We are choosing them. Ito to apni clearly koina so mo ane choose koina patha se tange na. To apni so manu nimde so I don't know, but for me I think Dr. Atol and Dr. Nikki Gerao Parabi, I think you play the part. Manu ge mando ite bi naga manu lo bacha se. Ito mentality thagi jai do dangor manu ando na conservative mindset thagi na choto ase dangor manu ase duita tai gi umar le holi bi. So I think choosing between last do apni ro doctor to choose kori ase manu. To itu bitore ai seniority ase tai ne ase tai ge kori ne nisina. So I think you played an indirect part in electing Dr. Ato as well. Police victory ki aise najle bahari dikhya to hole to apni hai on behalf apni ko uthina speech de ase apni public ke mind pe gushao pare to apni hai ase to. So what was your experience or boots on the ground bitore gushina khile to ki experience kori je?
See if mane moi ahagane Dr. Nikki Girai Dina, Dr. To GTC Nagwado, people may take it otherwise.
Yes.
Really, because see, we don't have any connection. No.
Yes.
Man, Guanishna, alag party with aroma agendas can be alagase. So in no way we are connected. Really, Kiko, now coming back to the experience, bala, ni kinako agide abni Guanishna na first to see. Because Naga people have become so mala dimag to ekdam crooked hui jai jo moi na ekta ko uli manu kyo ekta opportunity pale to see school ready thake na manu so moi bhavana do public khambi atai do ina election ja su jao bina camping re su uli last tai kyo ekta offer pale compromise hola ina bi bhabishya hola pare moi do aro agire apni condition ai bacha se senior ge chance debi nala type aro plus kiko tai do rank ma huina kohima de eri jase itu kan la factor asini gi itu kan thakina mugi trust bi krene la na bi babe it means last time like experience to aro there are so many I came across many people mu face to ekdam mitha ko really last titan la kam thik thagane ro to really Kwanishina tahala galti bhi na hola because our election system has inigai ekta ho jaise na nole first Kwanishina mo election jao gabi si tu mo agide Kwanishina mo la baba mo against kuje khandana mo against kuje so manu mo against kuje election jao gabi
Okay.
because mo to nijor pocket money to bhi nai coaching center re teach kure se election jao garo people were laughing at me na really Kwanishina real sense to babile democracy to do you have to choose your leader based on his ideas his vision for the public no
Yes, absolutely.
to aro moi ni blindly jala no hero itia people come manugan ahe moila department itu la service rule thik nai itu la office memorandum thik nai itu OM garne man na suffer grese only itu service rule garne department la service rule garne government job kure manugan kumba tahan promotion na pai na je tala right deprive itu sob complain do luina he really to moi realize kore do who is making the rules na itu rules kan kon banai policy makers khamra to moi bhabise iman sal activist kuri na he hoi activism ra change kule pare na he do pare vacancies khan ulao pare department ang kumba ge ni ki at least achievement alop to CTAN la na to moi tu la process te realize kore do moi as an activist rasta de agitation hi kuri thagilwi moi to decision making nai ro
absolutely
yes no elected members hamai koi do na to moi bi bhabise thik ase with vision aim will we ever try go so pusana thakina bi because manla mula core motive to to city bho parile itu rules and regulation do coalition elected members khamra banai do to moi do itu example bi thake department kumbala service lo purana na so na 1960s khala service will be chola je Nagaland do to example like if you and I are the elected members
okay
example aro apni ekta particular department la minister je to service rule thik nai bole do he should first take the service rule wise manugan mati gina alag state la service rule and compare guna service rule banai dibi which will benefit his own department na no
yes
government job kan ge servant kan ge
yes
itu service rule amend guna wapas dibule pare no really as an activist if I go outside the department service rule change kuri complain kuri thagilwi na kuru do tumui bhavana do why not I be in a place where I can take good decisions on behalf of the people wina election contest kuri la he so only first to manu to bujhe na itu hi bole mon
only I'm sure itia do manu dikhina thakibo because itu manu apni ko nisina manu la fault pin hoin na the system he nia so do utina promise kurule do itu used to as na manifesto to lamba de purona paren candidate pin najini na thakibo tala media team bra ki manifesto de ase holi monoli used to ise do candidate ahibi ki kole ase kowi kin ek paisa girai dibi hoise holi now to manu bi apni la impact apni la influence apni mon ni na kuri thake to dikhina thakibo do you think it's still impossible naga mon election puisa na thakile na jitibo ba I itabi time nagibo nisina na kina being a former candidate yourself
ini hui ki jane ini busti area de do alop diktar hola and I believe it is not impossible ekta time do hi hola kwa nisina Nagaland dibi kon tala idea bale se kon tai public kani babe itu khangi hi elect kurule time ahiu mudu bisas tu ase aro especially urban areas khande do
yes
literacy rate high so do to takhan do buje do and they are suffering takhan duk pa so do example tala yede Kohima town ande no Dimapur ande thagan likha purani bota se to tan do ite do buje so to maybe in the next coming election manon do ini wedu to week with de ek dim week with he manon next time election de ahile candidate khan ahisubule muila gor manu muila khanda manu muila busti manu tu nasawe go modu tu kule mon tai ahile du vote mangibule ahile you ask tai ki hutibi apni mui gade ki kuri do muila bachang gade ki kuri do man naga manu gade ki kuri do to first hutibi many of the people won't have anything blank hi thakro bisola tu inangi na dibi odu tu kule mon ase aro without money pula de moi seniors khan koi sab to central to puisa de usil na ide to Nagaland ki dina puisa do use kurina khatam bi na na wapas us bathai aro neighboring state ma la Mizoram do this year na example kurina dikhai su they are real Christian state to do na so ori mala do deficit to ek din do ahiola itu namure ki ek din do ahiola Nagaland bi puisa na cholai gina election jala time bi ahiu tu bisa se modo because naga manami man to pagala no to itu karne to mala corruption thakera election dem crore money kini do pusa waste kudu itore rasta iman bia infrastructure ekta bi thik nai all round mala sportsmen kan kiman balaje Nagaland la eku nai medical facility kinda ase
Yes.
ekdam third class aso
Yes.
it's all because of this na during election you have wasted all the money where will you develop how will you develop
Yes.
to iniga suffer na kuro mon jaglu naga manabi bapi hulage do tala vision tala aim itu hani saulge tala busti manu tala go manu itu na saulge
And I think social media will play ekdam important role play guru len shina dikhi ase. The next election la optimistic ekta do last election bara start hoina thaibo. Social Facebook or YouTube kan de channel kan online na candidate kan gibi interview kan kurija nole pula de manu na hone na ekjon candidate kole ni daibo kotha koi do jai jabo dosra wala apta piche daibo wese to election kun puisa bisi gerabo kun ki ase jitibo holi tia do we are able to see example Dr. Tamnan common public platform kan ne kushia public to dikhe azu do to itu nishina I think social media will play a very important role again na inia holi moi recently Uncle Z lohe ke kotha koi thaya tame tai ko nishina the message clean election vote bikiri na kurubo lage bacha han nimde generation nimde society nimde wado itu do grassroots level punjo lage town kan de hoardings kan banner kan lagai na vote clean election itu kuria brado village level le jaina NGO ekta holi olai na election lage de not just during election even 5-6 months ahead before election village level le bal se explain gorina na if the church want to join or individual church leaders wants to join inya holu kurina milai na inya kuisula I think it will impact to thaione ge vote sel rela
oido na pula divi kuri thekola manu do hulu konishna we have to put more effort on this na
yes
aro movie tu ku theke ni in fact church leaders khando spearhead kuro lage itu manu ki buja hole na mula hisab te
supply subti to ase apni lai supply subti to ase
church ti huli puisa lo do thik nai de na huli tu puisa lo garne election di puisa lo garne development nahi de puisa lo garne mala state to age na jai de itu tu kwa nishina church leaders come right to message to spearhead kuna pula bi kuri thakisi pare huli I hosala bi man Christian state nishina holi mona sugule ekdam full force pra church leaders kan to public ki bujaw lage movie tu hi kuri mona se
we manula soul win guru le do itu top most priority ase church la holi bi man itu public ki itu election process adult franchise la itu power do boost level de each individual la power do itu emphasize korina manu ye na konimde ekta vote he didi mon do itu thagi jai na amon family la ne didi kiti jase cho na to itu inek ta hoi janimde kitewa do MLA kan holibi oppose kuru golibi gusau thibo golibi chata finger do mohan ge nijor point hoja nisena na amane elect ku dise tami jaborsti ko nai tan pusa dise amon dise tangi di dise to tambi tana ready ta thai jai na tan excuse tu thai lo mon pelai sigina make up kuru to I think voter education to the grassroots level I think it will impact to thagi jaune government ke to I don't think we cannot expect that from the government tan election came in a clean election in the corina jaule the church will I think tan bi tan line as in somewhere mon as a layman mon na dikhia line thai go na cross na grow like to already apni moi nisna to ki sab ase na we don't owe the government we're not eating theirs amon nichon lakha ase tan ni period has equal right as you as me na mon busti manu bi same as no busti de ama ekta khang bukina kiti rai thaga do equally apni na she is also equally naga with equal right as you me or anybody on the top no way kiti te ja manu ta rasta de hajara gore manu equal right as naga manu mon is na buje na sab khan la se ai do anda man la level no way tumu agire koi thaga ni no bahar country de hoise gole do plumber ekta electrician ekta holi bi government ke prime minister ke sugro pare do tan amando is unthinkable is na no apni is engineer ta qualified mane ta ali kuria bi manu starting de ina koina ulai se wado bahar country is the plumber electrician ekta bi kuro pare so why because tan integrity ase so moi electrician ase moi nijor mola life moi nijor moi sita sidi rasta law follow goina text rai moi thoisun me tan etu kuro pare I think mohambe it's high time mohambe ina I mission noi kuro lage etu noi na kun holibi tan if you feel that's right olai na kuro lage join you or together join somebody else or whoever is doing na ina go so I think ne at balding do ina
and supplementing to what you said
yes
CM will be con will be equal as a godo hosas they say supplement gulman takano after all even if he or she is a CM ekta vote zo talabe
ekta Aadhaar card ekta pen card
ekta vote zo na
ekta passport same
to itula part moi hosa se guna itu agree gure se
bolu itu as na equal man no nobody is extra special naga or extra special itu rank ma special rank ma zetai special angami special sema na do we're all naga equal right equal itu as to man do bujiloi se man do buina khaina na do ne koi ki ko la kurui holibi alak level grassroots te busti hande conscious na thaki na na bujina daga man do man no man do itu ho janim de I think itya do like society do back ko na giri na ja se holibi this time apni very good example apni ani do apni aina first public thing guri dia do I think itu public ara hina ina push kuri dia apni ange support dia panik ta bottle dia ani dia that makes a difference right na bro panik ta na apni ange dia itu do it's not your fight anymore na no ya aman sob kane guri ase to jai to I think kali personally public kan or this time apni ange ina hat milan nisna kali person bi na milai I think the day is not far 100% nepotism bidon harimo bribery corruption no normal live to some extent Mizoram example go ni sorong khai na bro we also we look similar with the same kind of food lifestyle is same man chokra chokri musician dressing lifestyle live important issues is to handle compromise nai do na young musician kan do gushina minister ngi impeach kuro bare so ta hando YMA hando government ki bhi destabilize kuro pare ta ko thai ja so YMA young music association because principality integrity tha ram puina na ta han ido holi mohan do union kan ki thagili bitor compromise ho jai so when the government is feeding you how do you go against the government na so manu han do manu na jane public na jane ko na thaibo holi union kan bhi public piece of paklan hoy na most of us are in to know we can see where the bullshit is coming from na news take about was press take about was behind the scene ki was who is forcing them kun sponsor ko ase so this election jai pusa lagi do na eta out of ita BA green ase LLB green ase Delhi te Bombay te green ase achanak se tai kina Scorpio bolero Fortuner chalao hotai na 10-15 lakhs ba tai election sponsor ko ase so mohan jane so mohan kun bra sponsor ko ase outside Nagaland bra ase na southern Naga na eastern na western Naga phale ra ase we not everyone is blind now I think yes good days are
moi nako ba thikile apni kui dise itu Scorpio bolero han la do kwa I thought I won't say really apni kui dise ba that is very true kwa nisna iku government job pi nai ku kyo nai really society la ekta noli student union la noli kuma jakade union gan la de kam guri thaka to every manu na chola la garia ni chlo richness to ni ina hi jaiwa we have seen so many people like that na
so itone agera apni kwa nisina apni bi kwa se public you blame na kuri starting them on protest comes to shuru gura tam de 20 jon 30 jon ayen kwa nisina because apni na predecessor apni la ge de kuri thaka ando tan dikhi dise na gona hala gurugo dujun tinjeng matina bitor jan kotha kwa biche do hoise committee from grise high powered committee to tu biche do khotom hoise 2007 8 9 the high powered committee khule ando eta do 9 retire hoise officer ami sob holi na gona under the force slip kona ki deni sina to public to this time bi na honi gi apne ana movement bi na bapna gona actually now they know or amni suffer grace ko do I want the public to know like battle do hoise apnian parise apnian naman naga manu jitis I won't say you won we won. All of us, you, me, he, kun holibi. Not the student who is studying Punjab te engineering puri thaka wala, Bangalore de doctor pura wala, Delhi de puri thaka wala. Town so pi jiti se do ito. No, Meshenlo and CTAN NNQF no ito. So I think now, apne an example ito bal set ko yan sina. I think ito movement do. I think it should go on. Apne dusra department huisi guli I think ingaw kuri se guli bishi bal ho negi.
Of course, my gidui kudishe will health thick thagile, our mentally thick thagile. We will continue to do this.
Government do easily do. Apne GTC apne ge ini apne ki bhi ne do. I think there is still going on the back. Apne ge poke kuri thayo, scratch kuri thayo, headache ni thayo.
Ini kwanishna. This is not the first time we have done this. Now we have done this in other departments also. Alag department divi kuri na ji. We first time didu kwanishna since Jaina department de itu backdoor hange terminate kuri divi ko ala do. Pula time didu ina kombina ko la. So mamba ina kuri do bishi alag ekta thaise to first time de pula was when we actually started this kind of thing. To itula time didu hoy ni kitya do treating hangi ki ambi hai. Huli this days to ini adat hui jawa treating han na do nahi ho jese kya to. Our condition huli and we are not against the employees to na. Our mantahan kul hasibi na jine. Khali we are only against the mode of recruitment.
Yes.
Thik na because well qualified manu beshi aso. Khali exam diuli divi na olai lu ki ko huli at least chance to divi na. Itula is huli aro itula mo ekte ko et ko lu mon thaka. Since my number is over public hui jese ko nishna mano so tala complain han mo gidu koire easily accessible ho gane be. Huli mo manu e june so.
Yes.
To kumba time didu kumba issue mo gi ko mo power vi thaki huli pare. Huli ko nishna in my own personal capacity also, I try my best to at least address the issue. Manon mo itu problem as itu kuhan do. Mo la pare la capacity as guli do mo kuruli try kore at least. Itya talk to na.
Okay.
Aro there are issues in other departments also. Aro kuhan ishna huli man city nandu kuhan ishna well organized, full-fledged body ina no hedo na.
Yes.
Well, hoy association la executive kan taham rai sob kyo kuna man kilu na function kore se na lui ko anisna apex body travel body anisna na tek tak na seniku na ro na.
Yes.
Itu karne we need to pai je we will continue to take up these issues kan do ni na take up kure na continue ku thagu itu ese.
And apart from public olaina abnian ge yes food refreshment kan dia apart from that funding bi abnian ge fund guria inya sena na public ahina abnian ge funding guria inya
so many people were there na say example like nijo like capacity de puisa bi dije na ni kwanishna to tando kumba do man la nam na kui na bi koi bishi wala do uli kwanishna they want to come join us uli mane maybe they have a reason ahina tadi thakiu na pare do to itu karni bi manon puisa side phali bi bishi help kurse not the hosala bishi help kurse saman gan bi bishi dije ina bishi help kurse this time naga manon na
kuni naman kushi mo do funding do abnian tu kina tu ge fund grow pares na mo that was questioning me because it's not easy na jogro inya to you being the convener there are times that you'll have to bring out your own from your own pocket.
Of course, it get up to it crazy. Baba ke mangi na ito ne. Misunderstanding ulai itu ulai na.
Lutai acha to tai da to khushi to paise to at least. But I think basing on that and your candidate apni gushala apni pusa na degen election ja or ita apni funding inyan kuria funding bahar saise gole do advance country noli ne usore hoise gole bi saise gole do candidate sida sidi handu crowd fund guri jai do na bahar de candidate khandu ta handu
crowdfunding la do maybe people do aur ki jene Nagaland di time ahiwala nijor public ko dimang tehina. Only before that, we first need to change our mentality. Naga manula mentality. To mentality change na wile kiman crowdfunding ani thakili paisa hi luo bole to matlab hi nahi. Vote par ki paisa la crowdfunding guna vote kinyo bole to matlab hi nahi. To moi koanis na sabse first to mala mentality change ho lage. Naga manula mentality.
Yes.
Then we can think for others na.
Yes. Apni itu election de jaina sabse dangor ami lesson ekta learn kore to iso it may be a good lesson or bad lesson, at least something that you learn ine tula monne thanga that you carry on forever itu ekdom ami ina ku asan naina.
Moi to ki basa kore ni paretok to mone shida shidi thakibili try kore na to ekta realize kore to not everybody ahina apni ke hashi na bal face apni ke dikhai na apni ke appreciate kuna ha manus apni ke bal na bave moi to realize ko mane itu khan hi bishi aro apni ke jukai to ekta moi ekta realize kole paise only kwanishna everything has a reason or kwanishna time bi thake ki huli maybe mala time bi ponche na bla itu kani bi asibla na bi bave
Maybe preparing you na for bigger alak dangor good time, the right time gani bi hoi thakibo pare to.
moi to itu ko disi it's not necessary that I should become an MLA na openly ko ase huli kwanishna are itu issues kan Nagaland issues thaga han to safa gudi na kuma mano policy good ani na bal policy itu lo I don't need to contest election also only being in the capacity of an activist how much did I try at least to bring some change in the department
Yes.
at least the service rule
Yes.
but activist la capacity wana pare no kwan is na elected members come by kuro lagi jay do na
Thane as a policy maker.
well only moi quasi it's not necessary that I should become an MLA ina ikunai look kwan is na utu hatai diule na lu change ku diule do I have to be there do na only activist la level right to I think it's going to be more than 10 years moi 2013 ma kure do na aji to kiman change ko parche out of 100 तीन ta चारटा ही change gole parche होला out of the 100 moi ni example bhaje itu 10 years nisle khali 100 ti duita tinta hi change ko parche होला moi bhavana thaga to
Okay.
to example jana MLA elected seat te bohise gole to kiman achieve ko gole pao na ni mo example was MLA ekta jana department ekta I to think na re kwa to bishi dongor so to na
Only unfortunately mon the opposition less to hoje she to itu to kwa manu itu to nai doro na kwa manu nai ne once in a while to koi kumba issue to only relevant ekdom itu to kwa manu nai mohan to kwa nishina I think yeah power to limited ho jai na an activist is an activist to voluntarily kure ase to there is no power backing you up only to kwa nishina policy change korule asle who better than the policy makers bana manu change korule. Now, apni 10 years activist in activism kurina hi ase. In between exam dias na ki kure ase apni na
exam lo this year moi la last interview to 2022 rahi 23 the election thaki so na 22 I forgot September 4 of another thaki moi interview last interview to to which is moi de na de to 23 the election je so na aro to which is de na
okay so nadi jamo to ite
to na dio
still growing na je
Guanishna we want to continue this fight so that we give more opportunities to the upcoming Nagas na
somebody has to sacrifice to Korea has to sacrifice to apni government no de inia fight tan la against inia jai thaga do head of department apne meeting khan kore na to HOD han ki bhavna thake ta like I know they are not responsible nan hoy tan do ene ta job on the chair boy ase tan do response ki na thake like no need to specifically na kuli confidential na kuli jale what are the response tan asin yan mistake kore da tan badnam khai ta ne jai age de
Coalition, it all come back to the lawmakers or policy makers because tai kiman director secretary uli talo pode su elected member tam rahi bishi galti kam kore aur ulta department ni sorom lage na ki hule to most of the cases to inai thego really they also want transparency because dongor sap ekta tai commissioner secretary only director is going where is it mane to tai director su na tala bacha bi director ho na ku nai ro tai bi tala bacha hangi exam diwlu thiu mun jai ro na rightful way ra hiu thiu mun jai ro na to tam bi transparency to mon di to amoi transparency bisas ko thakibo hule ko nisna tahala opode su elected members kan who are the real culprits of today na moi ko mun daga ro
apni na hisab te do we have enough uh, honest officers
I not enough na thakibola exactly because department la do si ni 100% no kita bi safa se na do ko na paro
ene former kene election jam anu bureaucrat kuri thaki na head HOD han kuri na election ja han do moi ekjon duijon la ina hunia do bishi harass kore politician ganda bishi harass kore busti han de do director ase gona hile do respect kore na office respect kore liwe upper level ra do mangi do kuishi mushina itu nimde kuma do mon bia bai na election a he bona bi imyawi tandu apni kitab purina work hard kurina kun pusna ra uthina chair buya so at least officer han ita itu zamana de thaga han to kumba somebody out of nowhere ina thagina hina kui na gurina society da gurna achanak se mle ki minister hoise to tai da hina to hangi do kushi mushi disregard na respect na thagina ina guride do kuma no mon bia pai na ina election de ha ina bi
of course chances thaki wo kile ne go manno so na aro agide kwa nisna si mala ministers kando kwa nisna kiman qualified ase to tani jani wo ulimi itia example like tahala under de kam kure kando sai example chief secretary an kui home commissioner an kui IAS kana so tan ulimi they have to say yes to the ministers
yes sir
no go na pare na to itu karni moi konisna of course our department director han itu hangi ite apni konisna of course high chances ase kumba du biawi paina gushina bi theguli pare itu ase uli konisna system hi iniga hu jawa man qualified IAS khambra ina kiman qualified ase na jene minister la jamjai hu jai ro na to tambi emotionally du mon di du bikhai thego of course tambi because tam pure nishina pure nai do tia ministers kan do na our tam nishina sacrifice kure nai do
to kure nai
na
coming back to your this personal life how was your childhood like growing up were you like ene tik tak kine bal kitab pure good student good boy na go nai sina na how was you
moi do ni kwa nishina average student ni thakje aro ni kwa nishina I did not have many friends also
okay
ni kwa nishina ini sorom type aro kina ko bacha time di mula was to lop chutu hina ma kinishina or ma no mo ni diskan kuri thagi ina type asu so movie aro ni alop lonely type na
Only apne childhood or to present itia to that's very totally different transition ho jani na hoise de to
oh middle class 12 pass hoa bisi life tv our district tv jana mane after class 12 pass hoa bisi moi Dimapur dikhise to life the first time Dimapur dikhe to class 12 pass hoa because join entrance exam de engineering la paise to itu puruli jat time nahi Dimapur dikhe la
cross kona jaje de to
noile to moi mane kina go school jao itu is mane life to eku aro when it comes to sports football we khilo la je cricket we khilo la je aro kali ball do high jump long jump mi thai to is
only ekta mutta you can sing na I think that's
gana no bishi dress thai
alag compensate kori de to gana ko parle de ne the other Like, did you come from a rich family? Amo bahut TikTok thagina inia manuna how was life?
Itiabu kabzo, itiabu porese, pula la kotha na kuile. 7 aso the siblings.
Yes.
Are also private school le puri dekje mane ekdam duk time ni ina thaijro molo ma kan kina suffer guje moi hi jane se to.
Okay.
Admission kan ki time aile to mal bahut beshi tension ho jera aur mola family dit by God's grace 3 jon engineering puri so na. To ina hora admission time aile to mala baba la headache tu ina ho jero baba mala.
So just imagine apni bhi inia apni na own personal life tv itu duk or kumba manu bhi inia bhi apni se bishi ase to na jaina kitab pura technical puro pare han itu hard work na podmas ko na mo bola puisa khaina biraya han itu ando nohi do bishmak to hard work kurina inia chupchap humble normal family inia modest family du tiana se to iman puisa phelaina jaina bachan kitab purina inia korna ahina down a share down a fair share do li othaina lukai de othaina dusra ge de I think that's very injustice na no way.
True.
Man mon bikho as a parent bachan bi chhardi mon bia pa sa na as a parent puisa man phelaina man sacrifice kurina itu do I think it's very unfair na ki only limitation ga thage no way.
Oido.
Itu do
To mami duk paina uthe mana so to we long to sit for exam na no. Only ekta duita vacancy thake bi backdoor gushi jawa that hurt us to na. Though we are not from a good financial background bar na hoy. Only mami pure khatam hoji we also have the right to sit for exam na no. Itu na dewa mon de extra kyo ekta hoje to na. Kwanisina whole family gi na baba ma kiman duk kuri na hiso man dikhi na hala so na sukuwa. Nijor la experience we example Illahad pra ha time de na puri time de example Guwahati punchi ule se to moi Guwahati punchi ule time de puisa do ni short te che so na no hardly train ticket kini ho pare to dima tade Guwahati wa aro Dimapur la train lule se to I was so worried okay because ticket la dam do kiman ase wi na jane moi first aha time de wa tari puro jana chuti time de to Guwahati de punchi to moi munduk because moi la 200 rupees na thaki so na to moi jana ticket la counter de itu Dimapur jawle ticket kiman ase usle I think utu time de general ticket aso moi general ticket tu ki ase na jine 65 rupees ase go I was so happy na real divi na kurina hala misak wala no mane train ba hatam ni Illahad per Guwahati tok tu hoi book lagi na hiji na no but still then I was worried to buy train di tu ki bikiri kurina he to na itu tok bi na kini na ina kuna heso to the real story so moi misak wala to iso panis ko uli hosala pesa ko zo moi in a situation ba uthila so mamina etia bi ku bi na of course
diso ta kazo ase na diso ta kuna tikli diso ta ase and then see the thing there's so many like you na no way man sacrifice kona I have few brothers sisters puria dikhina it's not easy parents be easy no way or bachan bi jaina puria bi academically bi easy no hoy to na or then man la jaga de buhine nya purioli bi it will dictar more puisa phale bi nya do ase and then kwanisina manu ke fair share na di jada I think mambi opore thaka han bi I think moral conscience nijor ekbar papna gure na idu do I think all up to limit te rakhile zo to balna
hoi do holi kwanisina humans are so ungrateful to hear na man naturally
yes
ni bacha tamba baba man dongor sa puina ina wando they may not understand the problem very well now
or the problem we face na
yeah only kwanisina out of 100% they those 10% to reach ho pare 90 to general common manu aso to kwanisina to those manu ndo mala problem 90 jo la problem do ni na buji jana bishola of course what you are saying kina oda manu la rights to chini de do kare ga se go wrong aso do it to wrong ho ba to mani do post ko do
inia purina ahia tamde amni like have you ever felt like give up kurule financial condition kan bhavna karna chhade ne chhadone ki because as you said family la alak kan bi purian bi thai jesi engineer to ne kit bhavna isina hai na chhade duk bi na diwa movie duk na ko ne bhavna isina hai na
Ni yeah, bishi, but I'm happy and fortunate that the college mui pure lado man expensive thaga nai no because man do government kutta wajesi na
yes
government kutta wajalu kuma colleges kan do fees kan bishi thagi do
yes
uli luckily man lado fees bi komti thagi
okay
aro example like ki go itu hostel khala type kan bi mane man collective notice manon thaka iman bi thaga na ro puisa
okay
1 month 1000 na ena la type bi hostel bi na
okay
so with that we manage to huli tia apni kwala do mula bai na tai hi kuthi I at the time to give up kuthi mula bai buni ami privileging my eldest ase to ina kushile mula bai who is also pursuing mane tai engineering puri tai bi to tai wahi na abni khatam ho le je wahi chhad do na like that those are real stories na only some more jesus puri khatam ho je sob
to tandu tambi exam de ase I guess tambi di thai
mula bai ekta to itia pure se tia
okay okay
neriste aro ekta to tai already kam pai jaise
oh to government bi kita regret bi kodai ko apni ki phat di dile bal thai sile pula ma jamala na pasi ole thai sile apni ki di dile de cha donok apni noten ne birai thai ko ta me noten ne birai ole thai sile
ni I'm happy for ki ko maybe God has a reason na for everything to napa vi why first itu bishi mon bikai kile interview napa mon bikai only
I feel you
lately it realize ko maybe it was for good only nai babe because moi jana moi mula type to bishi alag ekta so na moi acha gule to acha na ho gule na ho na type to moi jana department ni kuma department ni kam guri thako to mula high ups kan kiwa ekta letra sign guri na kyo ekta guli do I cannot my instinct will not allow
yeah
to ina type to ne na pai jai bali thaki jo la
wait itu bal oro dupi pawo bishi moi ine former bureaucrat kan head HOD kuma ge ne senior kan ni kota wena jale ta ni do ko the price of honesty is very high in our state apni inia korea do you get any like apni la tribe phale ora noli inia apni ge against inia do ahina nai
nai what I want to say is 100% cooperation we can never expect from anybody or any organization na
exactly
so really there are people who from my own tribe also there are people who support me there are people who are very much against me ina type thagiro na this time me kuma bhanu thaise mala ni jor mano ani mula nam kiman defame guli try gure people are like that
yes
mula gauti bisare je guli na pai do na hulwi ekta do whatsapp te circulate kuri guna mula du punchi to they are trying to say that I was also working in a contract at one point na ki guna mula message musha be circulate all those are false na to itu bi mala bustilo so mala same range khambra hi na gure so na so moi kwanishina I don't mind for people who are like that because we cannot accept 100% cooperation from everyone
apni ne gurina here I'm sure apni kumbaro thaigo somebody you look up to in a naga mano bitore is there anyone that you look up to more confusion hoise and only moi gane beyond my knowledge hoise ina hoise tai no jawo nole tai consult nole tala idea ekta le lekin ina is there any naga that you look up to doesn't mean tai to get endorse kore tai to get ina pathai se ina la no ina just like you look up to ina look up kore mano ase ina naga mano
it particular kuiledo of course there are so many leaders who are doing good job today only kwanishina di in our role model in la type to inado nai kune but there are so many good leaders whose idea I like and the work that they are doing I like na example like ini ko sir GB kauton nisna idu KK Seman nisna doli itu sir mikitu iralu hanishna
Yes.
itu joel hanishna na
Yes.
I appreciate them and I like the way they are working or speaking on behalf mane naga manawangani kutha kwa nagangi educate kuri de itu moi tangi do appreciate kuri holi kwa nishna I ekdom moi to brusli bushi kuchi pai do to holi kwa nishna to
Naga manu noy to tai.
holi naga la bitor di na moi itu brusli ki kuchi pa la tai ina do nai kwa.
Okay.
Though I have respect for many of the leaders which I have mentioned.
What is the future of CTN now? Apni line ne apni envision kora. Apni, do you think like apne nine do you plan on dissolve na and then or do you plan to carry on the in a bigger issues?
Mane the core reason CTN form grade vacancy thakagan contract thakagan do so please na NPSC di dalina exam di uli tu tu papana right CTN online so na to still there are so many service rules which are violated ityabi so it also deal gule je aro ma bi the whole life CTN la convener thakyo na parbo do to moi to mala executive khangi bi tu ku de apni ambi office procedure to bal shikiluna pichiri mala place pi lui because we cannot just leave it like this. If we keep quiet, the department or the government will start doing what they have been doing earlier. So we have to always be alert.
You have tested the electoral politics. Are you still interested? Are you still because like I'm not a politician no by profession. I think politician ekta asa bole to hoy no hoy vi kone ge misage hole for you to there is nothing to hide, right? Apni na thakile the public should be aware that itya ravi ready ko na apni ge ina ko parole. Like are you
see it to public right decide who mane konishna let the public decide if they konishna if they want me to represent them it is in the hand of the public it is only konishna mo pila bisu contest to kuru because konishna mo ni Nam samba try gusi chari dibu na la no hina konishna the reason why I want to enter wado ita example like my department la nam na guli engineering service rule guna ekta so
acha
to engineering service rule is for all the engineering departments kan la na to tadi example like G la de junior engineer la de sanction post to 100 as gule 90 to NPSC jaw lage 10 do promotion niche grade camera promotion guna G do tu lage
acha
90 is to 10 as de moi khali example like was it holvi ite present la ratio do kiman ase ulta ase promotion do 60 plus na aro MPC di jaro 40 niche ratio antik nero now who is responsible for all this example elected members come right like candidate gushai do backdoor gushai takina pichide alop sabi regular guru itu hambra NPC de rightfully hangi ma disturb gurso
okay
to my condition see I want to change those kind of things na and it will be possible only if I am an elected member nole na paro to change gule
to amni ratio 90 is to 10 is that in the rule
it's there in the service rule it's there in the service rule but the department is not following na ai ki usago example NPWD na PWD la de tadi engineering gan bishi se itya kola do misala no we have the evidence with us how many are promoted how many are through NPSC SDU la KSTV ni guys so it can do I'm just giving example of one department only na how many such cases are there in all of the departments so to bring about change in all those kind of things one have to be an elected member no hile na paru moi jana hunger strike hulu kuitaglu they will never change
yes
that is to do with the policy makers to us
very true I hope public be to wherever you will be contesting in the future if God wills tambi to apni ita condition to bujile ba Meshenlo as convener of CTA and la power do alak or Meshenlo as an MLA power do policy maker do basically so very different as that na so it's the public they decide kuro one mission no ge power committee wala mission no na power bishi wala mission no that like you rightfully said the public will decide. Now what is your advice itia chokora chukri han kitab puri thaga han puri loina ha itia recently ina kona ya han system do sagina munduk lagi thaga mon dikhya na dio na ta exam fee waste kure ase na dio kima da kale kure count kore da kaya manu na dia na jene mondo ne post idu dia sabe no stop ke 500 kule kima da department ritual exam de na dio na kun 500 donate koro kun 300 donate ko dai go itu maje what is your advice to them disheartened hoina thagan enia noli ta purina apni la apni nisna jaina ita on train on the journey korina jaina nijo institute thagan student han ki ko mon jai what is your message
na ini hard work to kitabi waste na jai aro itui ko lu mana se aro pila de kwanishna corruption do over high thagi to man nijo departmental exam gan diu believe a departmental la dongor sab khan bai sob lilu na bhavana thaksu itu karni to man account CTN aro PSN melagina government gi demand gusu na NSSB
yes
because departmental trust na kurewa to ite NSSB hai je mane amne ni mon dina purusukulu there is a way for you
okay
now we example pula nisina nijo department ra de guli to mupula de ekta de kila post hai jo sub inspector la
okay
interview to jaisi ule ajito guzo la na hong kiman sal shi to filmi ite de na hong na tu bisas ase
apne nitia 147 to sapha hoisho gole to what is the next step government na next step to ki kuro lage like the proper channel to ki ase
actually coordination they will have their own excuse but to our understanding it those posts which are mane 2016 pichidi gushi gando itu la post NPC pathabalage
okay
niyam le na
okay
really tan high power committee as gushi to tan ki report ani wagi jene really from us from our side is very clear message to those posts has to go to NPC itu is 2016 la pichidi appoint gano
no other compromise na
wedo
itu ese itu no shalero back to square one
wait public ki kima mi disturb korona ma bina noli department ki hului example tam ni ekdam stubborn aziguli to ki kru pai nai they are compelling us to go for those kind of things again
so what's your message to the public apni an ge help korea han holi help na kurina thaga han bi skeptical thaga han ge what is your message kumba do ine hoina ine khotom hoi jawn hole ne ase kum thagi do society de na sob society de to what is your message to them
ini kuli mun thaga do pula di do hoi na thagisula even me myself I try na kuri paruli no department ki khile se na ali tu ki khile se na paro koro but coordination with determination and support from the people from my friends who have the same mentality like us same itu amra ekdam hope to lose na kuri na continue kuri na successful pare so chalo to maybe their mentality also automatically change hola ni tu kyo ekta corruption ase man fight kulu na paro na babi thagan bi ite to change hola mentality whether tu bisas se aro public can mangi help ground sob kido maybe in future also we will be needing your help kon huli to ne in prayers also mangi we remember kuri and I want to say thanks to all the Nagas again for their support
and I think kumba kwani sina apni yim kongi do bit ko dishe ama na favorite darling de the mission lo hoye kwani sina I think just that fact itself probably be public to any buji ase parents kan do buji loigo na dosan na buji le parents kan do nijo na bata they are the one tane blood sweat tears to tane ola so na to tane bachan gi school do tane patha je to tani to first pain do aji apnian CTN ko ase holi bi the real victim do parents bi ase not just student na the entire saving retirement fund pura loina bachange den tane main do parents ase do student do ekta do police mo kotom mo sen kam bana le dibi do ase mo ala kam bi korole ekta asset parent bapna ekta thagi na bachan gi man invest kore na kita pro de ado inya ahi na inya situation unfortunate situation an dikhi tanga do I think parents that's why parents kan online na amni khushi pa amni support kore I think that may be one of the reason na.
Yeah, of course. Ini conditioner amma baba se mambi mala baba amano bachan kam na paina puri khatom na to tan ki mo muldu pai mambi itu dikhesu na mala amma bambi. To same like other parents, ita bachan school jai thego pare college jai thego pare they also have mane mon didu fear ta so iniga system chuli thegile ta la bachan begging na thagan no kite bi kam na pa na ba bi thegu na.
Yes.
But at least conditioner through the public support, this time a change to kuruli parishe. So I believe parents can be khushi to paina thayo to business.
Coming back, coming to this, lastly, I want to ask you, do you think aman itu department itu jamala ina online thangya do itialan huina it has been going on for a very long time na very long time apni la hisab te hoise gole do what is the right solution itu stop koro parne and exactly itu ase nabi no holiwi I think now gole do mani do ekta to hoi jamo because you are already apni ground ase apni dikhi ase apni face kore ase akki to buhin apni jokom kha ase apni he so now you know department bitore holi office kami apni sob jani ase dia do so what do you think like ki kore apart from hoi apni ko muj kotha ni electoral na policy maker can change kore that's important election holi apart besides that what do you think is also part of the solution apart from the voting and this election kina kurina ito mon आगे बाल बना जाओ पारो निशना से
ini conditioner सबसे first to policy makers they hi je to moi conditioner so itu 60 bitore hoye sob tu hui gona hoye huli at least kumba maybe charta pasta huli bi ta la dimag te moi la naga manu first moi la naga manu first bal ho lage ini ga babana ta la dimag te ahi jele do ini asti wa Nagaland to change ho system department de ki sob la na itu moi বিশ্বাস করে aro at the end of the day elected members can la de ahi je sob because they are making policies how a department should function tai vai policy banai tax ki man ho lage tai vai banai sob rule to governor mani king ni jina so na tan do to tan thik thagle tan la conscience to clear thakisi gule do it was so asti change ho jaw no because tan itu noi itu kuri gule do utu hisati je jaw le je to sob ta de he do aro ini mo public ki bi ko le ta do agidwi kudishe hulwi you should also know your own rights amni la right janu lage agide amni kwanishina even the CM or the public tajin equally is tajin make tak ta vote is sob manu is ki is krum gi dong
with that I would like to thank you apshi thanks apne ahi nimde apni man busy schedule itu plan hoye na apni inya kam guri thanga do kam guri se gule do tali mare kudos na applause kore hole apne la feel nisina apni ke sai se gule do applause no na pressure bi aya alak thank you bi ahi thakibo hole aro unnecessary khan bi ahi thanga apni public nimge ina guri dia do thank you so much like aro I hope to see you like become even bigger Meshenlo. I hope to see you even bigger with taking up bigger issues dangor or public blessing thagina or give up na korina na dangor issue ambi na good issue bole to it will be very good of you.
Yeah, I think in fact it's an opportunity. I also want to thank you for inviting me and to have a discussion like this.
It's my pleasure.
I just wanted to say thank you to you also.
Welcome.
Yeah.
So thank you. Nice meeting you.